I think we should build Gaslands. It's tabletop time! I didn't know this existed, and I now want to make a video out of it. It's Lego, but war. I like it. That's an SU-85. This is like a kid grew up building Lego models out of World War II stuff and then made their own company. I may have to purchase one of these.
These are so cool.
Jen pointed out this fresh-faced recruit with the grizzled veterans, and then we have the fresh face. I love him. I love that we could literally have the cars from Disney's Cars.
There's a Batmobile.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty sick. Dude, there's a turtle.
Oh my God. I think some of these are a little less.
Didn't even get an Ozpost. The Ozpost van. Yes. Murray's. Jen, the moment of truth. What are you grabbing?
So, I really like some of these like service cars because some of them are Australian, and I really like this Ozpost car. I specifically love that the door opens and closes on it. And Dave thought we could stick like a Gatling gun in the corner of it. So I think this is...
As Murray said, like a Black Hawk helicopter, just minigun out the side. I love it. Yeah. Full disclosure, we don't know the rules of Gaslands. We're just really excited about the prospect of making death cars from Mad Max. All right, Murray.
Well,
what are you going for?
It was a joke, but I have an idea, so...
It's Murray's.
Like classic, like 1800s battleship with all the cannons on the side.
Oh my God. With Jen and Murray going for like fun cars, I'm torn. I really do want to do something like I've seen a Volkswagen Beetle and do some really fun thing, but I used to play a game called Interstate 76. I just have to get a muscle car. So I'm going for a Ford Mustang. I'm gonna put the extra like supercharger on the front. I'm just gonna do the traditional, I know it's boring, muscle car. So I'm gonna be the speed, you're the power, and you're getting your deliveries to their destination 6 weeks after they were ordered. Maybe. All right, let's see what we can do.
What's up, fellow Tabletop Time people? I'm Jen, and I'm here to tell you that you should buy our merch. Woo! Look at all this cool merch. There's cool Tabletop Times tees in different colors, and there's awesome Space Best merch in different colors. You can even buy hoodies and other stuff. Woo! How awesome is that? And to celebrate our 200,000 subs on this channel, we can get 10% off our entire merch store on Teespring. Woo! You can buy one for your mom, buy one for your dad, buy one for your plant. There's stuff for everyone. Woo!
The time has come.
Has it? Awesome.
The time, are you ready to build some cars?
Oh yeah.
And we've got a bunch of sweet parts to use for the game Gaslands.
Cool, I haven't actually seen them yet.
There they are. And while this video is not sponsored, these were all sent to us by Anvil Industries. So a big thank you to Anvil for hooking us up with these parts. Go check out their Gaslands bits, amongst other bits, on their website. Links in the description. I knew with the Mustang I had to ape Mad Max. I just love that awesome black car that explodes in every movie. And I thought a big muscle car, turbocharger out the front, bit of nitros, that was the way to go. So when I grabbed some bits, I had a brief look at the rules and saw I could grab 2 miniguns. And that seemed like the most deadly weapons my Interceptor could be packing. Loading them on, I also put the supercharger at the front, and I snuck in a little nitrous tank, actually between the 2 seats inside the car. And then bent some thin plasticard rod to put as extra antennas. After all, there's not much reception in the post-apocalypse. Because I didn't want that clear plastic look or to paint over the glass parts of the car, I decided to just break and cut out the plastic. And for the front windscreen, I used a small modeling mesh to cover that section up. For the paint job, I sprayed it all black, and then in the tire rims, which were black on the original car, I painted them silver along with the mesh and the mechanical parts of the turbocharger and the Gatling gun. And then used the nice Artist Opus dry brush to put on a little bit of a subtle gray. This rough highlight really picked up on all the texture, and the car started to look like an older, dark paint job covered in dust. Across the whole vehicle, I also sponged on browns and oranges to look like rust that had taken over the vehicle. Down the center of the vehicle, I used a very flat and long straight sponge to sponge on some gray paint to give that rough mottled texture of an old stripe that had long since worn.
To finish off the model, I covered the whole thing in liberal amounts of weathering pigments from the ground up, and then from the front and on the top of the car, making sure to focus on areas where dust would blow back across the vehicle or the wheels would kick it up onto the chassis. Overall, I'm pretty stoked with how I went, and I'm excited to see what my teammates have come up with.
So I'm going all in the party bus, and my first upgrade will be all the armor everywhere. Armor up at the windows, make them really small murder slits like you'd see on a medieval castle, and then just block everything in with armored plates. The rest of my points are going to go into the missile launcher on top, which will be in a turret. Then I had this really cool idea to make a sort of howdah or fort straight on top of the bus. This is where everyone would have an amazing vantage point to throw down Molotovs and grenades. So I can destroy my enemies at range with a rocket launcher, and when they try to get up close, we can just bombard them with little grenades. I'm going for a real ramshackle appearance, and I think this is going to do it real justice. I decided to use black paint and metallics to block out some big burn marks where the party bus has been hit by missiles before. Then I decided to use a tried and true method of using some enamel-based weathering paint. I used the armor wash to quickly darken the entire vehicle and then wipe everything back. Then I liberally applied a rustic red pigment all over the bus. This is a Murray's bus after all. It's been trekking through the Australian deserts and it is absolutely covered in red sand. It was really fun to just plow into something without undercoating or priming at first, and overall, I think it turned out well.
Alrighty, it was finally my time to get started, and I have this awesome Ozpost card. Now, these cars are the Australian postal system that we have, and they are everywhere, and they never arrive on time, but I had to pick it as my car. I was really impressed that the sidecar could come out. Dave pointed this out and said that we should put a minigun in there, and I was pretty stoked about that. This is gonna be an awesome project. Texture, I stippled on some silver paint just to make it look rustic and went over the top with this with the rust paint from Vallejo as well. When it came to painting it, I wanted to give it the really Aussie Australian desert feel, that orangey clay colour. I wanted to just mesh and put this all over the car. I decided I wanted to put in some blood somewhere. So right at the front where the ram was, it kind of made the most sense. I also added some smears onto the front window screen so it looked like someone had used wipers and was smearing blood all over the place. Lastly, what Australian car doesn't have an iconic clean me on the back of it? I had to add this onto the car. It just truly didn't feel like an Australian car if it didn't have this iconic saying on the back of all of our cars. And with that, it was finally done, and I'm super stoked with how this turned out. I cannot wait to verse the guys, and I think this Ozpost car is gonna cause a bit of damage. I'm super excited to play.
Brum brum, guys, brum brum. Here's our finished vehicles. Hey, bonus points, everyone. The wheels are functioning on all of them.
Yeah.
I think everyone did a really good job. This was really fun. I loved it. This was chaos. This was fun.
They're really distinctive.
And yeah, they're very, very different. Thank you as always to our awesome patrons. And patrons, if you have any ideas for future niche videos that you'd like to see, like Gaslands, we'd love to make them for you. So make sure you chuck some comments in our weekly Patreon videos. We'll check them out and take them into consideration. Now, we should probably learn how to play the game.
Is that what people usually do?
Yeah, I think we built them right.
Oh,
I don't know.
play with these.
Yeah, someone in the YouTube comments is going to tell us how we messed up building them, but yay! Toot toot, chugga chugga, big red car. There it is. Bye.
Music, it is driving, it's really cool. It has twisted, it's really cool. It is going really, really fast, and it's twisted, and I'm worried about the quality of the tape. I think we got it.